I challenge YouTube to give me a reply, not some AI generated stuff, an actual human being replying to my tweet, and they did it. They actually responded to my tweet. Now, was it a human, and why did I want them to reply to me to begin with? So YouTube is banning thousands of creators. You guys already know about this. I've made so many videos about it recently, and a lot of people on Twitter are talking to YouTube and trying to get their channels reinstated, but they are met with the same replies over and over and over again. This is a little screenshot I took of YouTube typing in the exact same message, word for word, comma for comma, and just spam replying to anybody asking them any questions about their channel getting terminated. Keep in mind that this is being done after YouTube has said, yeah, you know, we're all humans, by the way. When we reply to a tweet, it's always humans doing it. A YouTuber named Enderman, who was one of the people who got falsely terminated by YouTube recently, pointed out that YouTube is using a thing called Sprinkler Care, which is an AI contact center, which is supposed to like organize replies or something. It is an AI service, but Team YouTube says, yeah, we use it, but it's just a tool to help us organize the thousands of mentions that we get every day. But every time you talk to somebody on Team YouTube, it's always a person, never an AI agent. They claim themselves that it's always a real person that you're talking to on Team YouTube. I really don't believe that that is the case, but let's say it actually is, right? All that shows is that Team YouTube is typing in the exact same message to thousands of people over and over and over again. Let's say this is actually a real person doing it. All they're doing is copy and pasting an automated message to all of these different people, not looking at the nuances of their situation, not looking at the details of what they asked. They just keep copying and pasting the same thing over and over and over again. So like I said, let's say for the sake of argument, they're right. It actually has been humans this entire time. Well, then how are we supposed to tell if you guys are humans or bots if you guys just keep spamming the same message over and over again? So I'm not gonna lie, I got a little salty from my false community guidelines strike, from getting banned in 2022, from getting a false copyright strike last September, and for getting hundreds of videos demonetized throughout the years. I just decided to be a little bit petty. I've begun quote retweeting every tweet that YouTube has made over like the last week or so, and just kind of taking the piss out of them. Half joking, half serious, and kind of just making fun of a lot of the replies. Drop your best advice for creators trying to find their niche. My advice, try not to trigger YouTube's AI moderation. Posting late is still posting. Yeah, but we posted late because you banned our channels. Every season can be fall if you learn a gazillion pumpkin spice recipes. Yeah, but I'd rather talk about the fall of AI moderation. So I've kind of just been making these like tweets, and you know, I'm half joking, half serious, and I'm just kind of like talking to them like, hey, instead of making these random tweets about pumpkin spice or whatever the hell you guys are talking about, why don't we actually address this record-breaking elephant in the room, which is the fact that you guys have gotten rid of tens of thousands of channels in just the last week or so. I know that AI moderation has been banning channels for years. Trust me, I got my channel falsely banned 3 years ago as well. However, it's the worst that it's ever been. So I just wanted to bring this to their attention, both in kind of like a joking / serious way. Sometimes you film a whole video just because you thought of one funny title. YouTube's AI banned my channel. There's my title. I mean, but yeah, like I said, I was trying to, you know, approach it in a little bit more of a humorous way. A lot of people just call out Team YouTube and say, oh, you guys are freaking messing with my shit and you guys banned everything and stuff. And they never listen, right? So I just thought I'd take a different approach. I've been quote retweeting them over and over again, and I've been hitting them with some good memes. I actually thought this one was funny. Hi, human here. And then I went over and circled that, and then I was like, yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. But yeah, anyways, let's get to Team YouTube's replies. So I actually have been just quote retweeting them, like I said, over the last week or so, over and over again. And then I made kind of another half joking, half serious tweet where I actually directly called them out and said, hey, I'm going to give you guys a chance right now to actually prove that you guys are humans. November 10th, 1:02 p.m. I tweeted at Team YouTube, if you guys truly don't use AI/bot responses, reply to this tweet with your favorite pizza topping. You have 24 hours. First of all, I really didn't think that they were going to reply. Like I said, it's kind of like a half joking tweet, but also it would be a way for them to confirm, right? And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, of course, they could just use a bot to reply to you. I get it. I understand that this could still be a bot. But like I said, I wanted to see if they would reply to this tweet because this is a non-support related tweet. Go look on Team YouTube's Twitter. Every single tweet that they either make or retweet are all about support related issues, whether it's problems on the app, whether it's replying to people who are tweeting at them, it's all related to actual support. I haven't really seen them make any tweets where they kind of like directly interact with what someone says that isn't related to YouTube support until now. So they actually replied to me, and they actually almost went through the whole 24 hours. I think they replied on the 23rd hour. I don't know if they did that on purpose or not, but they said, we like pineapple. Controversial, we know. Leave a comment down below. Do you guys like pineapple on pizza? But anyways, but also know that this is bigger than pizza. We are seeing your questions, re content moderation and AI, and are putting some info together to help folks better understand how this works behind the scenes. We will share as soon as we have it. So they have actually acknowledged this and say, hey, we see what's going on. We are working on a reply and we're going to share it as soon as we have it. They also sent me a direct DM as well, where they kind of addressed some of the things that I was saying. And a lot of people were in disbelief that they answered, and I am actually in disbelief as well. Like I said, this is a much more nuanced question. You know, it has nothing to do with YouTube support. So the fact that they answered is kind of crazy. And I actually do think that this specific tweet was made by a human. Now, in terms of the DM that I got, let me go ahead and show this to you guys right now. So I've had a few DM conversations with YouTube whenever they would just mess up things on my channel. But the last time that they sent me a message before this was when they said, hey, you know, that channel that you said was violating our child safety policies, we looked at it, terminated it. Thanks for bringing it to our attention. But this time they actually messaged me and said, hey there, reaching out directly to confirm we're seeing/reading all of your posts. Feel free to share additional questions with us as we work on our end and try to clear up some of this confusion. No promises that we'll be able to answer everything, but we want to share your thoughts with our policy team. Be careful what you wish for, because if that's what you want, then I'll give it to you guys straight. I just think you guys should try your best to be more transparent with us. Trust me, we all love YouTube and we appreciate everything that you guys do, but we would just like more transparency and communication from you guys. I strongly recommend you guys make an official post or tweet somewhere acknowledging the false ban wave, apologize, definitely apologize, and explain what you'll do differently moving forward. I have yet to get a reply, but let me just explain what I'm saying here. Hello, post-editing Deep Humor here. They actually did reply. They said, thanks for sharing your candid thoughts. 100% hear you on more transparency and communication. Also mentioned this in a public reply earlier, but we're working on sharing out clear answers for everyone asking about channel terminations, content moderation, and AI. Likely will be in the form of a tweet and an official post, so more to come here. So they are actually working on an official reply. Anyways, back to the video. We all do love YouTube. That's why we are on YouTube, and that's why we use it every day. We watch our favorite content creators, we leave comments, we make friends through the videos in the community. We all want YouTube to be better. That's why we're always hammering YouTube to do better, to stop falsely terminating channels, to stop letting AI run crazy on their website. I just did a live stream where it was just called Old YouTube Nostalgia live stream, where me and my community just got together and we were just watching some of the most classic videos on YouTube. And the reason why we were doing it is because we miss the old YouTube. We miss when YouTube used to be about the creators. YouTube used to be way more transparent with things they did. They would directly interact with their creators, and they would make a lot of good changes that we were actually really proud of. Content creators dominated the platform, not AI. And it's got to the point where not only does AI dominate the content creation on this platform, but also the content moderation. So it gets to the point where we don't know if we're ever talking to a real person or not. So I just feel like there should be more transparency there. Your guys' AI is going to make mistakes. I get that. I'm not saying it's supposed to be perfect, but why can't you guys just say, hey, look, we are using AI moderation. We messed up. We're sorry, and we're going to do better. Why is that so difficult for YouTube to do? And I'm trying to extend an olive branch here. Obviously, if I come in guns blazing and say, oh, you guys fucked up on this, this, and this, they're going to be much less likely to listen to me. But still, I feel like I gave it to them firm, and I really hope that they are able to look at this and be like, you know what? Yeah, we should just say, hey, we apologize, we fucked up, and we're going to do better moving forward. That's all I'm asking. Because you know what it is right now? It's just them tweeting the exact same thing to people over and over and over again and then claiming, hey, I'm a real human. We're not bots. Shout out to ScreamHa1 for getting all these tweets together, but look at all these tweets where they're just tweeting the exact same thing to people over and over again and straight up lying to people. You got my tweet over here on the top left where they said, it looks like you've already appealed. And I've showed a screenshot of how many different times they've said that to how many different people. They told this dude that his channel is reinstated. They said it in DMs. They're like, good job. Well, congrats, buddy. We actually just reinstated your channel. It's back. Hooray. His channel wasn't reinstated at all. They just straight up lied to him. They keep giving people false hopes of, we're going to look into your situation. Trust us. Just give us a few days. We're going to look into it. We're going to look into it. And then they just never do. We all love YouTube. I know we do, but we're just tired of the same BS from YouTube. So YouTube, please do watch this video and understand that I'm not coming from a place of trying to shit on you guys. I understand that it comes off that way. And I understand that a lot of my channel is, you know, talking about some of YouTube's mistakes, but there's a reason I still upload videos on the website, despite the fact that you guys keep trying to get rid of me. I love YouTube. I've always wanted to do YouTube since I was a kid. That's why I care about the website so much. All I'm asking you guys to do is also care. I understand that not every employee at YouTube sucks. I'm sure there are a lot of people that are very passionate about YouTube and how the website is run. So shout out to you guys, right? But that's not what we see. I was saying this to this YouTube insider guy who does genuinely seem passionate about his job, where he was saying, yeah, you know, I'm a human, I'm a creator, I care a lot, and Team YouTube has some of the best humans I ever met. We all care. You know, not every decision is perfect. They are going to make mistakes. But I just told him, like, look, the community doesn't feel that way. We feel like there's a lack of transparency and communication from YouTube, and we felt that way for years. We love YouTube, but we just want you guys to be more open. Like, just talk to us and just be open where you fucked up, right? And most importantly, YouTubers should not have to walk around and feel fear of, oh my God, am I going to wake up this morning and my channel's going to be gone? Because that's what happened to me. But yeah, I've ranted enough. YouTube, please, just do better. We want you guys to do better. We want YouTube to be a place that we can all come together and just be proud of and be happy again. But you got to stop relying so much on AI. Please, just stop with all the AI stuff AI videos, AI moderation, AI responses, AI everything. I feel like the meme of, he's Squidward, you're Squidward, I'm Squidward. So who any other Squidwards I need to know about? But yeah, regardless, let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comments. YouTube, please just listen to this video. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.